Hello, business owners. Today we're going to be taking a look at the crochet.com site. So, this site is really a wealth of information for anyone who wants to know how to crochet. So, with this site, you can take your love of crochet and turn it into a business. You can also find lots of supplies, tools, and resources that you can use to support your crochet habit. So I'm going to try to take you through as much of this as possible so that you can kind of get a feel for this website and whether this is something that you might want to check out. So of course this is Black Friday weekend. It's really Cyber weekend because Black Friday is over. This is Saturday. So you still have time to take advantage of some of the Black Friday deals. And I'm going to click off of this so you can see if you use this code, you're going to be able to save up to 30% off on any purchase. So you can check that out. The thing that I want to start out with is the Learn section. So they have a learning section that will help you if you're someone who doesn't really know how to crochet. Maybe you learned a long time ago and you've kind of forgotten how to do certain things. This has everything crochet, right? So that means you can learn about yarn and their yarn and their tools. They have a getting started guide, stitch guides, techniques, tutorials, you name it, they have it. So if you want to learn how to crochet, if you're brand new to crochet, this is where you want to hang out. So I'm going to start out here at Yarn and Tools. So they have a lot of different types of yarn. If you're not able to find something in your local craft store, you might want to check this out and just kind of try out some of the yarns and some of the fibers that they have that you can work with. They have a guide on how to choose the right yarn, a guide to crochet hooks, how to block your crochet, and that's kind of a little technique that you do once you have your finished product done. Then you might want to think about blocking it, understanding crochet hook sizes, and then this is how you can get started learning how to crochet. So Learn to Crochet is here, and I'll just kind of take you through that really quickly. So they start you at the very beginning. So they're not going to just jump around and assume that you have knowledge of crochet. And I really like that because all of us are at different places in our journey. And so if you need to start at the very beginning, this is going to enable you to do that. Here are some beginner basics that you will get to know. Learn to crochet tips, tricks, and tutorials. They also have some beginner projects here. So you can get kits. You can just get the patterns. When you get the kits, basically with a kit, you normally they give you enough yarn to complete the project, and you also get the pattern. So you don't have to worry about trying to color coordinate or choosing the right weight of yarn or anything like that. They're going to choose all of that for you and put it together in a little pack. Now, a lot of times kits will also include the crochet hook. Others just assume that you have crochet hooks that you can use. So the kits are also really good if you're looking for a gift for that person who is really kind of maybe just getting into crochet. You can get a kit, and if it doesn't come with a hook, you can buy a hook, or you can just buy the pattern and the yarn and give it as a gift. Now there are also beginner patterns that you can use to get started, and so you can find some of those here. There's the guide to crochet hooks. This tells you about their yarn. Let's see what else is under getting started. About crochet gauge. This is an important thing to know because based on the yarn that you choose, the weight of the yarn that you choose, that is going to tell the gauge or how big a piece is going to be, big or small. So you can check that out. Crochet abbreviations, that's really good when you're just starting out because a lot of the patterns may use abbreviations. Some of the, if you buy some books on crochet, they're probably going to be using abbreviations that you need to know. So you can look those up here. Crochet tips for beginners, how to read a crochet chart. That's also important when you're just starting out. And then they also show you how to block your crochet. Now this is really, I crochet, but only at a basic level. But I had no idea that there were so many stitches. So when you check this out, it's going to show you all these different stitches. So these were the stitches that I was aware of. The basic stitch, the basic cast on stitch, the chain stitch, the single crochet, double, half double crochet, and then the double crochet and the slip stitch. Now there's some foundation stitches, and look at this. Foundation single crochet, foundation half, double crochet, foundation double crochet, foundation treble crochet. Then there is Tunisian crochet. Had no idea that that existed. There are texture stitches like the bobble, the horizon puff stitch, the popcorn stitch. My mom used to do the popcorn stitch on a lot of the stuff that she made. However, I never really did the popcorn stitch. There are post stitches and puff stitches. And then there are stitches that you can use to decrease your the number of stitches in your project. So all of this stuff is, you know, this was pretty new to me, and I have been introduced to crochet a while back. There are techniques, there are tutorials, they have videos, and the other thing that I want to point out to you, why can't I talk? Is the We Crochet podcast. So on this podcast, they talk about a lot of things that you need to know. For example, I was really surprised to learn about crochet jobs. So if you're someone who loves crocheting and maybe you want to start designing or working in quality or submitting some of your creations to various magazines or periodicals, and you can also submit your stuff to crochet.com. But you can listen to this podcast to learn more about that kind of stuff, and it even walks you through the life cycle of developing patterns, and that's going to give you insight on how this process works and whether this might be something that you can contribute to. So they have several podcast episodes on crochet jobs. Now, these are podcast episodes from 2021, and you have to realize that during that time period, we were just coming out of a pandemic. So some of the things they might talk about in this podcast episode may not apply today, but it's still going to be a very relevant, I think, way for you to learn about the business side of crochet. Okay, now I want to draw your attention to the bottom here of this. So this is where, if you want to learn about crocheting and becoming an independent designer as maybe a way to bring in more income, you can learn about that here. You can also learn about their affiliate program. So affiliate marketing is one of the best ways that you can use to monetize your crochet business. So let's say that you are interested in becoming a, you're interested in taking your love of crochet and turning it into a business. One of the best ways that you can use to turn that love of crochet into a business is by applying to their affiliate program. So let's say that you are selling maybe products on Etsy, or maybe you're on some other platform and you're selling your finished products. It takes time to create a finished crochet project. And even if you're really fast, you want to have time to enjoy crochet. I don't know about you, but the reason I got into crochet was because it was so relaxing. And I could take my time, I could make something, I could put it down, I could pick it up, as time permitted. Well, when you're trying to earn money, and especially if it's something that you want to do on a full-time basis, that means you have to crank out so many pieces per day in order to reach your income goals. Sometimes you can't crank out enough finished pieces to reach your income goals. And so you can use affiliate marketing as a way to supplement your finished product business or your handmade business. And so the way affiliate programs work is that you find a related or complementary business or brand that you want to partner with. And you would basically just click on this link. There's probably some kind of an application form that you would fill out, and you would answer certain questions for the brand that you want to work with. They would probably ask you things like, how are you going to promote the product? What is your social media audience looking like? What is your blog audience looking like? And they'll ask you, some other questions related to how you can help them to spread the word about their business, right? So then once you fill out the application, they will approve it or they will deny it. And a lot of times, if you get denied, that doesn't mean that you can't go back and apply again. But what I recommend is that you go through certain steps and you kind of put together a package that you submit to the company before, and you have certain things in place before you start applying to affiliate programs. But once you're approved, if you get approved to the program, then the company will give you a link, and this link will only be used by you. It will be a unique link that is assigned to your business. And then once you have that link, then you're going to be able to do things like sell their yarn. You can sell their kits, their bundles. You can sell their hooks, their patterns, their books. Anything on their website is something that you can sell, and you would use your affiliate link to create content, whether it's on your blog. And I would recommend, if you are thinking about turning your love of crochet into a business, I would definitely recommend having a blog. And I have a video that I did a while back. I don't have access to it right now, but I will put a link to that video, and it's basically about how to make money blogging. But you want to look at that video because it's going to show you how you can monetize your blog. And it talks more about how blogs in general make money and the income potential that you can have when you set up a blog. And that blog is going to work in conjunction with whatever you're doing on other platforms. So you can keep your Etsy store and sell your finished products there on Etsy, but then you can also have your own blog that you use. And the ultimate goal would be to get all of your customers off of Etsy, get them onto a platform that you own and control. And then that way you can also, while you're doing your Etsy stuff or your handmade stuff, you can sell these kinds of items to supplement what you might be doing with your handmade finished product business. So hopefully that makes sense. But just think about being able to sell all the stuff on this site. And the thing that you would want to do too is you would want to start out maybe with one or two affiliate partners. And then once you get affiliate marketing down pat, then you will be able to add on any additional brands that you see fit. And the thing that you would want to do is you would want to reach out to brands that are related to your crochet or your knitting business or whatever your niche happens to be. You want to reach out to companies that are going to complement and be going after the same target audience as you. The other thing that you can do with affiliate marketing is you can maybe, if you start using crochet.com's yarn in your projects, then you can actually do videos and you can demonstrate, how the yarn works, how it feels on those finished products. You don't want a yarn that is going to be uncomfortable when someone wears an item. So you can kind of, do things like testing the softness and the durability and how well the yarns last, how well they hold their color, how easy they are to maybe block and, shape into what you want them to be. Those are the things that you can start doing as an affiliate marketer. You can also start doing things like, sharing their sales. So, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all of those deals that are offered all throughout the year, you can promote those using your blog, using your video channel. If you have a podcast, you can shout out your affiliate partners on podcasts. Lots of different things that you can do to promote, and that's going to help you to earn extra money. So I think I've kind of given you a pretty good overview of crochet.com and given you some ideas to think about when it comes to turning your love of crochet into a business. And I will put those additional resources for you to check out below this video so that you can learn, number one, how a blog can help your business. You can also set up a Shopify store. Now, we can help you get that set up as well. If you decide that you want to put the emphasis on, selling products that are finished products or supplies or whatever, then we can also help you to set up a Shopify store, and you can sell these same products on a Shopify store and just send people over to crochet.com to make their final purchases. So hopefully all of this makes sense. If it doesn't, we have lots of resources that you can use, and we will definitely put links to those somewhere on the page where you are seeing this video. Okay, so thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope I've given you something to think about, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day.